Wow.
They have a dab?
I don't think so, which sucks.
Boy, they went fucking crazy here. I'm guessing that these were just like they already had these
Snowfall.
lying around.
Oh, we can also do this. Bye. Oh, I
Boom,
can't.
you got your thumbnail.
I can't, like...
Only this thumbnail will be different from all the others.
It's us in photo mode. Let's up the aperture a bit so it's not awful. Let's also focus on the mesas in the background, way out there. Can we even do that? We can't even do that. Our focus distance isn't capable of going that far.
I'm just going to point out
off.
that before we started this, we were just talking about how we were going to get to the point and forego the side quests and do the main quest, and instead we are doing neither of those things and playing in photo mode.
Well,
I am fine with this.
Are we recording?
You know, I'm
is
just
this,
saying.
Is part of the episode?
We are recording, yes.
Hi guys, welcome to this episode, I guess.
Yeah, all right. Time of day. Oh, we can change the time of day. Hey, let's see Meridian in the daytime with this awful filter on. Oh my god.
Ew.
All right. Enough. Wait.
It's like we're ruining everything in Photoshop outside of Photoshop. You can actually make the game's logo appear. Greetings on.
Yeah, okay. That,
Oh, this
how
is
do
such
I
a
take this
catastrophe.
photo? Was it just the share button?
Oh, you have to add sunglasses to that.
Oh, okay.
You
There we
have
go.
to add sunglasses.
Greetings from sunny Meridian. It is extremely sunny. Apocalyptically sunny. I can see the back of my own retinas.
All right. Enough of that. So here we are
You
in
did it again.
sunny Meridian. And I did say I'd show you guys what Meridian looked like with the sun up properly, and the sun is coming up now, so we got
Yeah,
also there's
and
some
you
weird,
certainly
like,
have turned the sun up properly.
shadow bleed going on next to your head. That's weird. Let's go get a better look at it down here.
So our graphical tour of messing with all of Horizon Zero Dawn it continues with wandering down to the base of the structure
Yeah.
and attempting to catch a god ray straight through our nasal cavity.
I don't know why this game looks so bad at night, but it looks so great all the other times a day. We're up on this big mesa city that's ridiculously impractical, but who cares? Actually,
Let's
it's
start
probably... This is probably a butte, actually, so you heard it here first, folks. Meridian is a butt city.
Of all of the forms of pedantry, I think like geological pedantry is probably the kind I have the least time for.
Of course. So we've got two main quests here.
It's like the dirt doesn't care. The rocks don't care.
Our main one here
You
is to
call
go
them
find
Mountain Valley, it
Olin,
don't give a fuck.
which Rutskarn has fortunately read up on and done some homework on to catch up to where we are now.
Yep,
so
I could.
we found out Olin was a traitor. We need to go find him. And also, Aaron wants us to go investigate the site where Ursa was apparently murdered.
Okay.
So you guys figure out which one of those you want to do while I run over and find the specialty merchant that lets me buy a Shellwalker heart, because I can't fucking find one by killing Shellwalkers.
Okay, you say us, but it's gonna be Alex.
Oh. I think we should find the body.
Okay. This doesn't happen to involve another blood trail following side quest, does it?
I hope so.
No, definitely not. I don't know what you're talking about, Rutskarn. That only happens like 3 times in this game.
Well, Josh, Just seeing, what can I say? I read several wiki articles, and now I am an expert in Verizon Zero Signal.
There we go. Missed your funny names for this game. So let's grab the Nora Protector armor.
So did all the listeners just now.
And let's also grab the Ostrom Arrow Breaker, because that's helpful for when we're fighting humans, because they tend to shoot at us more. And this one has a butt for a head, which Alex, I believe, wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Fortunately, I turned off headgear, which is
It's
fun,
still
but just in
not
case you
nice.
want to see it.
It looks
It's
like the
not
helmets
great.
for the halfling teams in Blood Bowl, where they like wear cauldrons on their heads.
It does look like a bad football helmet, like someone's crazy idea of a football helmet or a rugby helmet. Like, look at that. I guess that would probably help protect your head from arrows, maybe. But
Yeah, it's probably a very efficient design.
I don't
It's
really
fanny
like
pack.
any of the
It's the
headpieces
fanny
in
pack
this
of
game,
helmets.
so yeah. I actually like a lot of the armor in this game, although some of them
they
are stronger than
clearly-
others. We're probably default to the Nora Protector heavy.
Like a lot of games, they
let's-
clearly paid someone a lot of money to draw really cool concept art of outfits. And unlike nearly any video game, they actually did the outfits justice.
Should we specialize each one to maximize their defenses, or should we kind of make both of these all-rounders where, like, oh, we'll put some melee resist on the range resist one, some range resist on the melee resist one?
My interest in fiddling with these mechanics is directly proportionate to how angry it's going to make anyone if we don't. Is there going to be anybody who's going to be clamoring, like in the comment section, saying, Joshua, you need to optimize, or else we're going to have to watch you die over and over again?
I feel like we should probably optimize these, like we should just, like, stack all the range defense on this one, and let's throw...
I imagine the audience
stealth,
does as well.
Sure. And then on this one, we'll throw on more melee attack, and we'll give resist shock, because why not?
Because you're only really
that's what
in
we
two
have.
situations, right? Like, you're either fighting a bunch of machines that are shooting lasers and explosives at you, or jumping on top of you, and then you just
Yeah.
have, like, wimpy-ass humans who you can just kill in one shot. So that's at least
So-
what I've seen.
Is this the one that has the elevator in it right now? No, of course not. Let's take one of these elevators down, because that's cool to do once, and then we'll never do it again.
Cool to do once.
You just fast travel.
Yeah.
I think it was cool to do never. You don't
these are
even
like
get a
loading
good
screen
view.
elevators.
Because
Yeah,
the
that's
stupid
true.
elevator doesn't even let
Can't
you
jump
see.
off the edge.
I miss the Tower of Terror. I'm one of those people who will very grudgingly admit that the new Guardians of the Galaxy attraction at California Adventure is a very well-designed ride with a lot of charm and heart.
I was
But-
there this summer and straight up did not go on it.
It's really good.
Why? Out of
I
protest?
don't even think we went to California Adventure, so... But
I'm salty
but
about how it replaced
Jacob
it.
is really annoyed that they did that.
I mean, it's like,
Oh,
yeah,
I
okay.
would be too.
They might be kicking themselves if the Peel Twilight Zone does really, really well, but honestly, I'd say that in 99 out of 100 possible universes, Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be many times a bigger draw than a Twilight Zone ride. And California Adventure kind
Yeah.
of needs the help. Even the Pixar Pier thing is... Well, I'm getting sidetracked here. We've reached your destination.
So this is what makes the butte of Meridian looks like from the bottom. And I like the coming out of the elevator, you get like the spire in the center of your view. It's great.
It's beautiful.
Now let's magically summon. Oh, okay. I guess can't come here.
Would you like to buy something today?
I guess I wish there was just more to do here, because From what I've seen so
It is
far, you never get enough
surprisingly-
time to really appreciate all of it.
There's not a whole lot to do. I mean, there's side quests in Meridian and stuff, but there's not actually a whole lot to actually do in Meridian aside from do like vendors and go talk to quest NPCs. I guess you could say like that's basically what you need. But and there aren't even a whole lot of quests that just take place in Meridian itself. There are a few, but certainly not as many as you might want. Like it's not like going to like a Mass Effect city or a KOTOR city or something, and just like half the quests are just like talking to people and solving their, you know, oh, you've got your stock rich person wants poor person to leave quest.
Yeah, third-person games like this often do not have those in a really satisfying way because they sort of have the need to integrate the kinetic mechanics.
Like, if all you're doing in your city is you're doing shops and...
Did I lag out?
No, Alex lagged out.
Oh, Alex
We
lagged
will-
out or
we will-
muted herself or something.
When she catches up, we'll just have her start
Yeah.
that again. Oh, that's our mount. That
Yep.
part I did miss.
Yeah, I
have
got
a-
the ability to summon mounts. Die, hog! No.
I have to say that this is
you
a
go.
lot better than my first excursion on the mechanical bill went.
Your experience on what?
A mechanical bill. Anyway,
Oh.
that was actually a joke. I have not actually been stupid enough to strap my skinny ass onto a mechanical bull and see what happens. I'm sure that my many hours of jockeying on a wooden chair would make me perfect. Is that an international
Hello?
thing, mechanical bulls, or is that exclusively for stupid
Oh, hi,
Southwesterners?
Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Can you hear me? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. What did it get cut off at?
You were starting
sort
to
of-
talk about something, and then
You should
just stop
basically
talking.
begin at the beginning of your point.
yeah.
You know, I lost it in the midst of
Something
it. I was
about
hoping you.
cities?
Oh, I said if you're all you're doing in your city in any game like this, if all you have is a few shops and a few minor side quests, then like you're doing a disservice to. That's a huge chunk of like resources and time and design put into something that you're not playing in.
Yeah, I mean,
gotta be
it's a... There's kind of enough. Like, there's a lot of, like, main quests terminate in Meridian, so you end up going back there pretty often. And you know, it's large enough that, like, you end up running around it a bunch to get to, you know, to where the main quest ends, and you kind of get an idea from the side quests of the character of the thing. But, yeah, it could use a little bit more. And it's interesting, it's the only hub world, too, so it's not even like a thing where,
That's what happens when you
oh, we had to build like 6 of these fucking Skyrim cities, so none of them are all that great. Because like there's like one other city that well, 2 other cities that are kind of hub worlds. One of them is like the Nora area, and then there's another one that's we'll get to eventually here, but
Yep, that's actually one of my white whales of game design. One of the big things that I think has been missing from just about any like RPG style game experience is any kind of urban center which has the same feeling or meaning as actual urban centers. Because sort of the way where the limitations of procedural content mean that there really hasn't been a role-playing game I felt like where you can enter a tavern and sit down and have the experience of being in like a public space, seeing what happens. You know, well, what kind of shapes up, like what's new tonight.
yeah,
It feels like in Skyrim, you know, you can sit down and you can order a mead, and then drink it instantly, sitting at your chair for no reason. And
Yeah,
you can order
but like,
pie.
who would
and-
ever do that unless you specifically were doing like a role play?
Yeah, if you're doing a role play, or like you're doing you have a mod which is hunger thirst, then but even then, like all the affectations of like sitting down stuff are self-imposed and time consuming.
Oh.
And it's pointless. You might as well just buy them and eat them standing right at the counter, because there's no additional like percent of emotional impact for like actually being part of a communal experience. And
Yeah,
even
like
if,
think of
it
just
feels
how
like-
many games. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, like, think of how many games where you can sit in a chair, but for no reason. Like,
Right.
there's just a bunch of chairs all over the place in the game, and you just can always sit in them. But why would you?
And my greatest fear is that I feel like if a Bethesda developer was hearing this, they would go like, "Oh, okay, I know what it is. I know how to solve this. I'll make it so that if you sit down in a chair and order a beer and drink it and eat a meat pie and talk to someone, you get like an experience bonus." And that's like the worst possible way to implement that, because it's not actually communicating any feeling of like being part of this community organically. It's not actually like, the mechanics are not matching the intended emotional effect or immersive experience. It's just sort of forcing you to participate in miming like a normal social interaction or like a normal night on the town to get an unrelated gameplay benefit.
It's just like dating playbooks. Basically that.
Right, exactly.
Oh, boy.
Like it's very not what I want. It's more just like making me waste my time. I sort of feel the
I
same
don't
way
want
about
shock.
sleeping in beds in Bethesda games. Like what they've settled on.
What is happening?
I have no idea, so I'm not commenting on it. Looks cool though. These Dark Souls rolls onto like rocks just never fail to amuse me.
Oh, it's weird. The normal machines are fighting the corrupted machines. Give me one of these big guns. Fuck.
Ouch. But anyway, so that Bethesda's hit on a mechanic where they really think they're onto something, where like when you rest on a bed, like a civilized bed, you get some sort of bonus to experience gain, or you get like a well-rested perk, and then that encourages you to sort of engage with the mechanic of actually like getting a good night's sleep. But I
And
don't...
also that you can't.
ahead.
Sorry, I was coughing. You can't just walk into anybody's house and like sleep on their bed, because that's weird,
Right.
and people
But that
don't do
always-
that.
Yeah, but that always felt like not the best way to get that. It feels to me like it's making sleeping in a bed something that I need to like check off on my checklist. It's not making it something that is a relief or something that is pleasant. It's making it like a part of my logistics that's actually kind of annoying. It's like the incentive runs emotionally in the opposite direction.
Rare part.
Ideally, like, the experience of resting in a bed should be kind of like the feeling of, like, going to a store and unloading all of the stuff you've been keeping up. That, like, so you can finally, like, unburden your inventory. It should be, like, freeing and opening, like, ah, awesome. I've taken care of something.